Hi everyone. So we're going to do a really quick show of how Zotero can be really helpful in when you're using Word. It also works with Google Docs. So here's an example, and maybe your work looks like this. You're citing an article and it says Jones 2020, but you're not exactly positive. You might have identical last names, like was it 17 question mark? Do you have a note uh, like you would like to use the author in the text, so and so, like Bordonia 2020. That's another thing we do in APA a lot. Or you might even leave notes to yourself like look this up later. um and when you're actually done with things, you might realize, oh, the Jones 2021 is lousy. So I'm going to show you very quickly all the things Zotero can do. So this is our text that we're starting with, and then over here under my chapter 4 testing, here's a few of my articles, and you'll notice we've got quite a few Joneses here. So the first one is I'm going to grab this Jones 2020 entirely, and I'm going to click my Zotero tab here, and I want to edit a citation. I want it in APA 7th. Okay. And a little field's going to come up. Here we are. And I'm going to type in Jones, and it's going to give me some options. And I'm going to do this one, Jones 2020. And I pop that in. Ta-da! That looks nice, right? But here's a Jones 2017. So I'm going to grab this. I'm going to do the same thing, add edited citation, Jones 2017. Let's see if it finds that. Here we are, Jones and Liu 2017. Pop that in. And you notice now we have CG Jones and SM Jones here. The reason for that is with APA, if you've got two authors with the same last name, even if they published in different years, it's automatically going to add those initials. So the reader can easily find them in their bibliography. So that seems pretty cool. Now, if we want to mention Bordonia, and we know it's Bordonia 2020, I'm just going to grab this here, because remember, this is just plain text that I've typed. I'm going to add my citation, Bordog, Bordonia. I think this is the one. And I'm going to click here so I can say omit the author. I'm already mentioning the author in the narrative context. So when I hit enter, we get Bordonia 2020. Sometimes you have a quote like this one here, and you say, look this up later. That's terrible. So, I mean, it's not terrible. It's just more work for your later self. What we're going to do is you might say, oh, how am I going to find this? If you've been using um, uh, Zotero and having your full text there, I'm going to just copy an interesting finding is, that might be enough. If I go here and I search for this terminology, it's going to show it to me, and I can double check here. Here's my article living up here, and I can see, oh, here's that quote. So I actually know exactly where that quote is. So that's from Bocanegra. So instead of looking this up later, I can do it right in time. Let's see if I can type in BOCA. There we are. Pop that in. Excellent. Oops. And have to redo my block quotes. Sorry about that. I'm not really great with. And so you might have written everything, and we're going to skip this part for now. But now you've got your references list, and references are kind of hard to do. We've just added in these three. So what we're going to do is go up here to our Zotero. We're going to add our bibliography, and it's going to pop right in there for me. Now, something you might notice that Claire mentioned in the other video is this Bordonia, it shouldn't be that everything is capitalized. And so we're going to hop back to Zotero, and we're looking at our, oops, I'll get rid of that. And we're looking at Bordonia. Everything here is, we're going to change that to sentence case, or to reword, yep. Transnational, good, perfect. So now when we come back to our Word doc and we refresh, it's just fixed it for us. And so you could do that in other places. Now, one of the things you might realize here now, we don't actually care about the Jones 2020. So we come here and we delete it and we refresh. And not only has Jones SM gone missing, but they fixed the Jones and Liu here. So I just wanted to share all that. Thanks.